All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Driven For More podcast, presented by Ashbach Automotive. I'm here with Stacia today, and
hello.
yeah,
And I'm here with Carter.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, what are we talking about today?
We're episode 16.
Yeah,
Woo woo. So that's exciting.
back rolling.
One of my favorite numbers is 17, so
Yeah,
we're only one away from that.
that's gonna be the best one yet.
That is going to be the best yet. Dropping nuggets.
I would hope they're all the best yet. Going forward.
Going forward.
Yeah.
We no longer have Mike, the microphone. He's
True.
gone.
He's gone for now.
For now. He may come back. You never
Possible.
know. We could even get those big headphones that a lot of people
that
wear.
would look really great. Real aesthetic.
With the camera like right in your face,
Yeah.
and it's like, oof, okay. I definitely didn't.
You're right. There's always that option.
There
I
is.
don't know if it's a good option, but
Probably not for us.
yeah, not for our style at least.
No, definitely not. But welcome. And today I really want to talk about how to lead when life gets busy. And I think that's super important because the month of January is wild.
Yeah, tends to be one of the busiest of.
It tends
Busiest
to
of the
be
year.
super busy.
Especially with the new year. So,
100%. And I feel that it's a really interesting month for people too. Last year was the year of the snake. So
what does that mean?
you're like, Stacia, what are we getting into?
What does the snake mean?
It was supposed to be like I believe it's like in the Chinese year. It was the year of the snake, meaning the year of a lot of shedding, like shedding your old self and really, becoming anew. And this year is the year of the horse, which is determination and grit. And really it's a year 1 too. So it was like your snake was like a year 9, your horse is a year 1. So it's like a fresh start.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be super awesome. I already know it's going to be awesome because I'm going to make it awesome.
Yeah. Just like every year.
Just like every year, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think it's sometimes when you look into those different things, and pay attention to how the month is and how you react to it in prior years and how you can do better. And also how you can plan out your life is really important. It's not just for type A planning people, because I would consider myself type C. You mostly hear about type A, B, but I'm like C. I'm like a solid mixture of both because if I didn't have planning in my life, it would be
a disaster.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to accomplish different things from getting the kids to where they need to go, to the business, to leading, to carpool. Like you have to have some form of planning in your life. But I also I do enjoy chaos. And if I don't get the dishes done at night, I really don't care.
Yeah. And you're too much of a squirrel to be a type A person.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be like, screw this plan. Let's go do something.
Yep. We're just going to wing it.
Bounce the topics. Yeah. Anything like that.
It's kind of like my car. Anyone on here, you could guess if am I a black car mom or a white car mom? Oh, I'm a black car mom.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. I do go to the car wash 3 times a week. So I pay for a car wash membership. I go to the car wash 3 times a week. But my car,
only you get a car wash on the inside.
That includes vacuuming my car out 3 times a week.
Wow.
And it's still that bad.
Did not know that.
No, but it's gotten better though, because now that I'm living at my in-laws' house for a couple of weeks while we're waiting to move into the new house, we only have a 5-minute drive to work. Whereas in school.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And
you're right there, bang, bang for both.
Done. When I live at my normal house, it's a 30-minute drive. So we eat breakfast in the car, we have more snacks, and we're not eating in my car. Like we even grab
that'll
takeout.
help a lot.
Huge help. Like I didn't vacuum up any French fries this week.
Crazy.
No French fries at all. So
crazy.
Did that mean that we weren't eating out? No.
I can also help too. Kids are starting to get a little bit older too, and a little bit better about that. Some of them
are. They are. The oldest is 14 now, and the youngest is going to be 5 on Thursday. And we're truly getting better about it. And I think that comes back into one of the seasons and appropriately planning your life out. Especially when it comes to what I wanted to talk about is how do you lead when life gets busy? How do you lead your family? How do you lead at work? How do you do both?
Right.
And not lose your shit. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, not going to say we all got to have our, cries
moments,
in the car
crash outs.
if we need to, it is a justifiable crash out, but it's all okay.
Yeah. End of the day, What difference does it make?
End of the day, you're still going to go to sleep and you're going to wake up the next morning and it's a new day. But how can you plan it appropriately to enjoy your life more and not just feel that you are barely drowning or just hanging on by a thread? And I really thought that it would be helpful to share some of the things that I use that may be helpful for others as well. Google Calendar.
Okay.
That is my number one, is Google Calendar.
Would you say like Google Calendar specifically, or just like having a calendar set up?
I prefer Google Calendar because I can share it with people.
Okay.
So I prefer digital versus on paper. On paper, is it easier to write some stuff out? Yes, 100%. But digital, I can have certain calendars shared. So I have one calendar shared here at the shop that shows, these are payroll days. These are days that different taxes are due. Here's these different things. And the same, we're making a content calendar.
Yep.
Being able to say, this is when we're posting these different, pieces of content that I think is really helpful to share amongst everyone versus a paper one that you're like, oh, who has the calendar?
Right.
Where's the planner? Or, if it's up on a
sure.
wall. Can it be motivational? For sure. And it can be really important to be right in front of your face, but I really prefer digital. I also use the Skylight calendar, which truly just shows my Google Calendar. I have an Apple phone, and I don't really use Apple Calendar though. I use Google on there, and it'll share to there so that when like my mom comes over, any babysitters come over, they're able to see the calendar too. And on the different babysitter days, I have who's there. Like, Emerson is watching the kids on this day. My mom's on this day. Bia's on this day. In-laws are on this day. You're able to like organize it all out. Everyone can see different color coding of where they are. With my Skylight calendar too, I can actually like assign the kids chores, and they can just click on it and be like,
nice.
okay, I did my chores. I can do this, that, and the other. And I can actually log in and see, okay, did anyone mark this stuff off?
Yep.
Could give them more electronic time because they have to get their chores done or their reading or their homework before they get more tablet time or whatever it is they're looking for.
As kids should.
100%. I was telling my daughter this the other day because she had said, she like asked why she has a time limit on her phone. And I was like, because I'm the mom.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
I said so.
And she's like, what? Why? And she said, because I love you and I am creating my future best friends. However, I'm going to do things that you don't understand. And that is because I'm an adult and I make these different decisions that I think is going to be best for you in your life.
Right.
Squirrel moment. There's a new Toy Story coming out.
Holy squirrel.
Yeah.
That is not even close to what I was expecting. I was expecting like, did you have like screen time or you have to do chores?
Nope.
No.
There is a new
Toy Story?
Toy Story 5 coming out, and the sneak peek of the trailer is the doorbell ringing, the delivery driver showing up, and it says there's a new toy in the house. And they open it up, and it's a tablet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
So that's how that led back.
That is how it all came
how we're
together.
getting there.
It was cohesive.
Seeing how we're getting there.
Carter's like, am I gonna have to cut this part out of the episode?
I was
Stacia,
like,
what are you
wow.
doing?
Anyways.
I think it'd be really interesting though, because if you don't have certain limits and you just have everything like a free for all, I do see the detriments of social media and YouTube and too much TV and this stuff. And I do think it's important, and I think it will be very interesting in seeing how Toy Story navigates that and talk about the creativity and how, playing with things and being bored should be included in your children's lives. So a little bit of a squirrel on there, but I use a Skylight calendar for that. And then I can also track, have my kids done their different things. Can they get more time if I'm not home, etc. Or I can be like, oh, hey, you still need to put the dishes away. You still need to wash the floor. You need to do this, that, and the other. Nice. And, lead it back to them. But setting a calendar is the most important. And any parent who has children in sports, you also know that all of these sports like to use a different calendar system too.
Great.
It's like, really? So there's four different ones? Yeah, 4 different ones right now that I have. So this shows you on how busy January is for me and why I was like, we should really talk about this and how I organize January to make it all work. A little bit of a lead-in with it if you're new here, I have 5 children, 14 and under. And this month we have 2 in club volleyball, which one has practice 3 days a week, another has practice 2 days a week. They both have tournaments on the weekends.
Yep.
So we've got those. And then my oldest son has a club basketball and a school basketball going on. So there's school basketball practice, club basketball practice, which club basketball practice is crazy.
It's intense, isn't it?
Well, they don't do the same schedule every week. So
it's just completely like throwing darts on a board.
Yep, it's just going different time, different location,
That's brutal.
different day of the week. It's not even the same day of the week.
That's brutal.
Any week.
It's just when they like have gyms available. Yeah.
And so like I understand the process of it, but it's
not much you can do about that.
No,
but still,
but it's not helpful for parents.
Sucks.
Like, that's totally lame. And so, anyways, I'll miss it someday. But that day is not today, guys. It is not. So we've got the 2 volleyball, we've got the 2 basketball, and then Tinley and Parker are doing skiing this month.
Really?
I don't know if I told you that. Yes.
No, you didn't. That's cool.
That's gonna be so fun, and that starts tomorrow.
That's awesome. Where are they doing it?
Tyrol.
Where's that?
Mount Horeb.
Oh, okay.
Tyrol Basin. So that's where they're doing it at. It's going to be so much fun. And I don't know if they're lucky or not lucky, but I would veer on the side of lucky with it that it's going to be warm tomorrow too. So that makes it, sometimes it's icy, so that sucks. But they don't have to freeze their first day because they're outside for like 2 hours. Yeah, and nice. That's what their lesson is. Mm-hmm. And they're going to have a blast.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
They're going to have so much fun. So that's on Wednesdays too. So I decided to throw that in the mix. And it happens to be at the same time as volleyball practice too. Oh. So my mom this month, which comes back to figuring out how do you juggle it and how do you choose which kid you go to, which ones you don't go to, right. And not feeling bad about asking for help. Yeah. You talked about this in our last episode that men don't like to ask for help.
No, we don't.
I freaking love asking for help.
That's good. Someone needs to do it.
Someone has to do it. Not everybody is like that, though. A side topic with that one is that we're going on vacation at the end of this month for a couple of days. And it's, 17, 20, 5 days. Yeah. It's 5 days after we move into our house. And
like that. Boom, like new house. That. Wham. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Get me out of here.
Luck. Yeah. And I was really excited about it because I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to go on vacation. And when I come back, like stuff's going to be put away. Like I don't even have to do it.
Be perfect.
This is amazing. And so I had that in my mind and I was like, oh crap, I should probably actually tell my mom that, yes, I would love that. You should tell your mom. Well, she's the one watching my kids. Yep. And so I'm like, I should actually tell her, hey, I would love that. Please put stuff wherever you want. It'll be like a freaking hide and seek and find me for 2 months. That sounds amazing. Yeah. I don't care. Please find new homes for all the dish towels and the regular towels and the cleaning supplies and the food. What do I care? I can move it if it bothers me, right. But please put it away.
Just put it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And so I told that to her. She's like, are you serious? You actually want that? I was like, that would be the best thing ever, Mom. The absolute best thing ever. If I can go on vacation and then come back and all this stuff's put away. She's like, you don't want to enjoy putting this away? I'm like, no.
Enjoy? Are you serious?
No, that is not in my level of priorities and Stacia time
That'll
management.
Be any other month.
Any other adventure. Month. Yep. But,
outside of summer, probably.
Yeah. So it's maybe I can get it done, in which February and March are also wild.
Well, let's be real. Your whole year is wild.
It is a little wild.
It's nonstop. But anyway, you say 1 month's better than the other. It's not. It's just not.
It's not. I had a mom text me earlier today and had asked about signing up at the end of June for a summer camp. And I remember telling you guys this up front because I signed up for.
Didn't you do was this you?
Did
you do a little one? Yeah.
Yep. So we do Camp Gray, and the sign up for
that's
that
just a week, right?
Yeah, that's a week one, and the sign up for that's in November. And mind you, I got waitlisted. I got waitlisted on one of the kids. I was like, are you freaking serious? I signed up for July in November and I got waitlisted on one of the kids.
That's brutal.
So I'm feeling a bit guilty about it too, that I'm like, oh, this sucks. But I told him, I was like, hopefully they, hire more people or maybe someone wants to switch stuff. I got on the wait list. So, but super lame. It's just crazy how fast this stuff comes up.
Wild.
Absolutely wild. And
3/4 a year and ahead of time. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And so, but figuring out my calendar is an absolute huge thing. And then it's really like helpful too, that I'm able to put that in digitally, share it with everyone. So if something comes up, so like Josh has a trip scheduled next month that he's going on for snowmobiling, and he put that in the calendar. And then I believe we have either one or two out of state tournaments. So it's like, okay, let's put it in here. Who's watching the kids? Are you coming with? All these different things that we can manage around. And then on top of it, I obviously have our separate schedule that it's like, okay, now we have a digital calendar for everyone at the shop. Who has requested off vacation? Do we need to approve any vacation? Do we need to get this stuff going? Are we closed any days? All of those different things lead into, my giant calendar that I can, at least see and focus on. Like, do I need to fill in for the front office because we've got, too many vacations scheduled, etc. So calendar is absolute number one that I use to keep organized. Because if I didn't, I truly would be, I'm non-functional.
Yep.
100%. It's a need to for me. Next would be setting alarms. I set alarms. So like Wednesdays we have speech.
Are these recurring alarms? Like, or do you manually open it up every day and we're like bang, bang, bang?
Both. I have both. Yep. So I have like my morning alarm that'll go off, and that's like an everyday type of a thing. And then I have like my reoccurring on Wednesday alarm for speech that it's like, okay, I have to leave at this time to go pick up my kid, to get to speech on time, do blah, 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 blah. All that different kind of stuff.
Right.
So I have all those things going on. But sometimes you forget. And life just gets crazy. I know we scheduled we were doing a podcast over the summer, and my alarm started going off, and I was like, oh yeah, hey, I gotta go bye.
Yep. See ya.
And
we're gonna cut this right here.
We're gonna cut right now. Thanks for tuning in. But I also do that. That is really important to me, as well, to make sure that I can just get everything done and not forget about it, because sometimes I do go on squirrel moments, or I get super into something that I'm doing, and just gotta figure out what's going to work out best for it.
What would you say for people who, let's say they work somewhere where you can't have alarms going off, or they just don't like setting alarms every day or for specific events? What would you recommend for them?
Start liking alarms. Do you like that
Fair
answer?
Enough.
I don't know. I mean, even like if you can't have like a loudness or anything like that, a vibration going off, I think is something that would be helpful.
You think like adding it to your like to-do list every day, would that help? It might not help for you.
It might not help for me, but it could help for somebody else.
Your to-do list every day might be that long.
For it. It definitely can be. Or if you use a handheld planner, like writing out your timestamps in there is really helpful. I know there's a lot of people, in which I'll occasionally do it. I will time block a certain amount of time that like my phone's on silent, unless I have certain people that I bypass for, and I will time block. Hey, I need to focus on payroll for an hour or 2 hours. I need to focus on end of the year. I want to focus on KPIs. I want to do this. And a lot of the times I lock myself in a different area. So like I'll hide in my back office so that no one can talk to me.
Yeah, fair.
And otherwise it does, different things come up. And I do love being involved and showing that I'm here to help people. And that's why the break room is like my new office, because I want everyone to know, hey, I'm easily approachable, because I'm not as approachable when I'm back here.
Right.
And I just want people to be able to come up to me and ask me for help if needed.
Yeah.
So I think that's important. But, putting yourself in the right predicament, I think is also very beneficial if you have that availability while you're at work or while you're working from home, et cetera. To do so is, change your location if you need to focus on something, and then you can be able to move on to that next thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's important.
Yeah. Calendars, alarms.
What
other tools?
Alarms.
Tools or processes.
Processes. I also have to do a solid amount of self-care during this time. My big one is audiobooks.
Yeah.
Yep. I am re-listening to, in which I should phrase it too, because I've always got some book I'm reading, a fun book, a personal development book, and a audiobook of some sort. Yeah. Because it just depends on where I'm at, what mood I'm in, what I want to do with it. But my audiobook right now is actually a repeat.
Already listened to it?
I've already listened to it. It is a book I really enjoy. It's the Throne of Glass series. So anyone that has read that, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. If you know, you know. And the audiobook of it is just like, it's almost like a TV show.
Okay.
And I have so much stuff going on in my head. I call them internet tabs. I have so many internet tabs open that I just need to like zone out sometimes.
Yeah.
And when I'm listening to that audiobook, I can just like focus and kind of like clear the white noise, I suppose.
It's like a little flow state kind of deal.
Yeah. It's just like, you know, recentering myself. And I don't, you know, sometimes when you're reading a personal development book, you're so focused on, okay, what can I do to be the best version of myself? How can I take mental notes of this? Or let me grab my
and
phone.
You're
and add
applying
notes.
everything in the book. Like, it's really tasking.
Yeah.
Tasking to read that.
100%. And then even if you were like reading an escapism book, sometimes, you know, you have to focus more. And right now I'm not giving more energy away that isn't necessary. And I don't have to focus because I actually know what's going to happen next. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, girl, if you have not done your re-listen to the Throne of Glass series, here's your message to do so, because it has been the nicest, like, cleansing type of just
reset.
Just a relaxation. And I can turn it on and I don't have to, you know, it's still not like, it's not brain rot, but it's not amazing for you.
Not brain rot.
But it's just like a self-care thing, that it's helping refill my cup, because something that you find yourself doing in the month of January is filling up everyone else's cup but yourself.
Yep.
And
not
maybe
even,
not
even just January. I feel like the whole month of December too, with Christmas, you know, filling up everyone else's cup with gifts, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
So.
And for January, I know a lot of people too, that, you know, they focus on eating healthier or working out. Those are probably the two biggest goals that people set for themselves. Right. So they may be, you know, filling up their cup that way. But if you're not used to doing those things, that probably doesn't fill your cup up. And I feel that people maybe don't think about that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because even though you're doing something for yourself, it's not like fulfilling your soul.
Yeah. It's not your passion or anything along those lines.
Yeah. It's just not fulfilling in that matter. So I really think it's important to find out what that is. If it's going to a coffee shop and, you know, or checking out, you know, different things, going thrifting,
going to Target.
Just those different things that will, you know, fill your cup up, doing yoga. Yeah, any of those things I think is really important in the month of January, to make sure that you can still lead in that manner. And, you know, when you're at home, to meal planning, figuring out what you're going to cook, which is really difficult for me because I'm in my in-laws' basement.
Currently, yeah, not ideal.
Nope, it is not ideal. So my meal planning is terrible for this month. My kids are
hamburger helper, tacos kind of
Oh,
deal.
that's funny. That would mean I actually have to cook.
Oh, never mind.
Whole Foods has already prepared meals, and you can just
scoop and go.
Pop in the oven, warm it up, and pull it out. And they have salmon, green beans, and like sweet potatoes, or like chicken.
So they're like healthy, like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So there's like a chicken, potatoes, and green beans, and then you can like make your own. And so everything's relatively prepared. You just have to heat it up. So I am probably spending way too much on prepared meals at Whole Foods and eating out way too much. But it's okay. It's the season that we're in right now.
So you don't have that much longer of it either.
No, we don't have that much longer. And then we will probably do a decent cleanse and eat at home for a while.
Some home cooked meals.
Yep, have some home cooked meals. We did like egg roll in a bowl the other night, and that's one of my favorite meal preps.
Egg roll in a bowl.
Egg roll in a bowl. It's like the egg roll filling, like just the filling of an egg roll, and that's what you eat. Like no fried wrapper or anything. So it's literally just a bag of broccoli slaw and
hilarious.
a pound of like pork sausage, and you just put them together. And then I do peanut sauce all over it, and it's freaking amazing. Good. Yep. So focusing on those easy things that you don't have to make some freaking 5-star meal.
Right.
You can do those things, and don't get so hard on yourself about stuff. If you need to go through the drive-thru, go through the drive-thru.
Right.
Don't feel so damn guilty. Like you got nothing to be guilty about. You're just fine. You're fed, you're eating. If there happens to be a cereal night in there, there's a cereal night in there.
It happens.
It absolutely happens.
As a college kid, it happens a lot.
A lot more
cereal,
than you anticipate.
Ramen, frozen pizza. You'll have that.
Yep, and it's just perfectly fine. But I think just not being too hard on yourself is really one of those important things, especially as you're trying to figure out how to navigate such a busy month. And, I feel that this week, really this beginning of the week, especially parents that have children that are school aged, it almost feels like the beginning of the school year. Because
I can see that.
September is just a weird month. And then when you're like leaving your summer routine and you're pulling into September and all the craziness. But the same is for here because it's like December throws everything, and it's honestly the end of end of November to like now. It just throws everything
Thanksgiving
into the pot.
on, it's just
Yeah, it's like, okay, go to this family party and host here, and go to this party and go to this one, and have your kid get sick over here, and go to this birthday party and have this, and buy gifts, and
it's just nonstop for a long over there.
And then on top of it, have your kids have 2 weeks off of school. It's like, well, how do you expect us to, figure anything out here? And then add a whole bunch more toys and shit into your house.
Absolute disaster.
Absolute disaster in the making. So when the kids go back on Monday, you're like, okay, wow, can I breathe for a second?
Yeah.
And my business coach texted me last night and he's like, hey, like, when can we chat about, how you finished off the year? How's it going with your new roomies? And I like laughed and I was like, that's Wednesday's goal right now, is really sitting down and writing everything out appropriately to like get with him, to talk with him, because I'm very mindful when I'm talking with him that we're relatively organized. I'm not just throwing it all out there. I want to talk about maybe what went well, what didn't go well, what I'm wanting to do, what maybe his opinion of what I should really focus on, or what he's seeing where my faults are, and be able to go from there. And so I told him that's my Wednesday goal, so we'll chat next week.
Awesome.
And we'll get that done. But I think I truly think that everything comes back to appropriate planning, with the caveat that you got to be okay when things don't go your way.
Absolutely.
When life just lifes.
Life's not all flowers and
flowers
and sunshine.
Nope. You will get the kid who pukes in your car. You will get the phone call that you have to come pick them up.
Brutal.
From something. No, it is wild. It is wild. You'll get all of that things. And then, you may also build a house and sell a house and live in your in-laws basement too.
Yeah.
So you've got all of that.
During the holiday season too.
Yeah.
Brutal. Just brutal. But
it went well.
Yeah.
We survived it through, and
that's what planning does for you, though.
That's
just to get you through it.
It is, and just remembering, and I feel just like giving yourself grace and knowing it is all okay.
Yeah.
My big thing, you've heard me say it for years now, is it's all first world problem.
Yep.
Or like first world problem. We are not living. We're not having third world issues about have clean water or a shelter to live in. Like, this is a first world issue. Everything, it's okay. Relax. It is what it is. We'll figure it out and just move on from there. So I think that's really important as you work on leading yourself through, like I said, any month, but specifically getting through the hump of January and really getting into the new routine of the new year and figuring out who you want to be and really what you want to do. So
perfect. Yeah, I think that's probably a good place to end it.
I love it. Perfect. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. Make sure to look out for any of our content that we are putting out there. The website should be released shortly. That is staciaashbach.com, where you'll be able to find free content, some opportunities to be able to brainstorm with me or have some mentorship, and some other really great things that you can follow along with. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.
Perfect. See ya.